Welcome back to TwoWay Radio Shop. My name's Neve, and in today's video we're going to be exploring why two-way radios are essential communication tools for use within education, which features we look out for when recommending devices, and then we're going to recommend some devices at the end to help improve productivity, efficiency and most importantly safety. So let's start by explaining why two-way radios are the ideal solution for schools and colleges. Schools need to ensure that teachers, admin and maintenance staff can all stay connected to maintain a positive, productive and safe environment for all of the students. Schools often use other communication solutions like intercom or mobile phones, but these solutions often fall short in situations where two-way radios excel. Take the intercom system for example. These are often used to make announcement to the whole school, but these lack the flexibility of real-time two-way communication and also discretion. If you make an announcement, it goes to the whole school. Another commonly used method of communication in schools is mobile phones, mainly because we all already have one and we're using them every day, but these fall down when there's poor signal, and they have a lack of emergency features and they can sometimes be destructive when used within the classroom. Two-way radios offer instant real-time communication that allows staff members to connect quickly. Real-time connectivity is crucial for coordinating school activities, responding to emergencies and making sure that all staff and students are safe whilst they're on school grounds. Instant connectivity also helps streamline communication by reducing the time and effort needed to help address issues and resolve problems any students may have. This leaves more time to focus on teaching and learning, which is what school's all about. Two-way radios also offer clear and direct lines of communication. It may be hard to hear a message over an intercom when you're in a busy classroom or if you're out on the playground or something like that. And probably most importantly, radios provide reliable communication for use in emergencies. They also have emergency features built into them like priority interrupt, man down and the emergency button, and that's to help increase response time if an incident does arise. For example, if a child was to have an allergic reaction, a teacher could quickly radio to the nurse's office to get medical attention straight away, and that's literally just at the push of a button. Next is the option between using a license-free device and using a licensed device. If the concept of radios and licenses is new to you, then I'll leave a video down below in the description where we explain the difference between the two. But basically, license-free devices operate on a limited set of channels that anybody can use within the UK, and licensed devices operate on a set of frequencies that have been assigned to you by Ofcom. You do have to apply for these frequencies in the form of a license. The licenses start from £75, but they do last for 5 years before you have to renew them. As an experienced two-way radio supplier, we would almost always recommend that schools, colleges, universities use licensed two-way radios, and there's 3 main reasons why we suggest this. Reason number 1 is enhanced privacy and security of your radio communications. So like previously mentioned, licensed devices operate on a set of frequencies that have been provided to you through Ofcom. Not only does this mean that you will experience less interference on the channels, but it also means that any conversations that you're having on those channels will be secure and protected from unauthorised individuals listening in. This is especially important in schools where sensitive information may be being shared over the two-way radios that needs to remain confidential, particularly if there's a child involved. Because license-free radios use a limited set of frequencies, they're more susceptible to eavesdropping and interference on your channels from other people using radios nearby on the same channels. Reason number 2 why we would recommend licensed devices over license-free is that they provide more reliable communication and they have a better range. License-free devices normally have a power output of about 1 watt, whereas licensed devices have between 4 and 5 watts. The higher the power output of the radio, the greater the range and coverage is going to be on that device. So licensed devices will probably have no problem covering the whole of the school grounds, whereas license-free devices will probably have poor performance in areas, or they'll have the signal drop out. And the third and final reason why we recommend licensed devices is that they have a way better feature set on them than license-free radios do. Licensed two-way radio systems have priority access and channel management features. This basically means that when critical communications coming through, those messages aren't going to get blocked by less important calls or other users on the channel. Whereas license-free radios operate on a first-come, first-served basis, so there's already someone communicating on that channel, you won't be able to get through until they're finished. Two devices that are our go-to when recommending two-way radios into school are these. So this one is the high-tier BP515 and this one's the BP565. They're both part of the BP family, but this one has a half keypad and a display. The first thing that we like about these devices is that they are small and easy to carry. So we know that teachers, admin and maintenance staff are constantly on the move, so it's important to have a lightweight device so that communication remains effortless even when they're on the go. These devices are pretty rugged and durable as well, with an IP67 rating. If you're not familiar with IP ratings, I can leave a blog post down below that goes into a little bit more detail on what it is, but it's basically a radio's protection rating from water and dust. IP67's at the top end of the IP rating scale, so that means that these devices will be able to withstand accidental drops, being exposed to rain or spills, and general wear and tear of walkie-talkies. Having a rugged and reliable device should increase the device's longevity. That'll mean that the radio won't need to be repaired or replaced as often as a lower quality device would. Not only is that better for the environment, but it's more economical as well. The BP565, which is the half keypad and display version of the BP series, supports private and group calling features. Both of these devices have an impressive 10-hour battery life. We know that the school day can be long and unpredictable, and having reliable communication is essential. So not having to worry about the devices dying or being out of circulation, having to charge is important. Both of these devices have a straightforward push-to-talk operation. To use the devices, you hold the button down, speak into the radio, and then once you're done, let go. This should require minimal training for your staff members. It'll minimise downtime and maximise communication efficiency. Schools can be extremely noisy environments with crowded playgrounds and lively classrooms, so having a device with good audio capabilities is extremely important. These devices have built-in intelligent noise reduction features which will filter out background noise and ensure clear communication in even the most challenging environments. And finally, safety is a top priority in most schools, so having a quick, reliable means of communication to use in emergencies is essential. The BP565 has a dedicated emergency button here on the top, and the BP515 has programmable buttons down the side here that can be programmed into an emergency button. If you're not sure what an emergency button is, basically when you press that button, it'll send an alarm out to any of the radio users within your system to alert them that you need help. Having an alert like this can really minimise response times and mitigate the impact of the incident that's occurred. We know that most schools operate within a tight financial budget, so making an outright purchase for two-way radios can be a significant financial investment. So as well as offering outright purchases for our devices, we also offer long-term hire solutions, and that'll help spread the cost of the devices over a fixed period. Long-term hire contracts can be tailored to meet the needs of your school. You can have as many or as little radios as you'd like. You can have accessories, earpieces, base stations, spare batteries, whatever you want. You can factor all that into your long-term hire. We offer hires on a 36-month and a 60-month basis, and that's a fixed contract for that time period. As well as the devices, our long-term hire contracts cover the programming of the devices, the management of your Ofcom license, an annual maintenance visit by one of our engineering team. They'll come to site and they'll do a health check of your radio system to make sure it's all running smoothly, and we also include basic radio repairs. This expertise is particularly valuable to schools that don't have an in-house technical team who can manage the devices for them. Our long-term hire contracts are there to provide schools with a flexible, cost-effective and comprehensive communication solution. If that's something that you might be looking into or wanting to explore, please feel free to contact our team on the information on screen now. Or you can reach us directly through our YouTube channel. That's it from us today, so if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. We put out educational and sometimes entertaining two-way radio content every other week, so if that's something that you'd be interested in, please don't forget to subscribe. If there's anything else that you would like to see from us, please leave it in the comments down below, and thank you for watching.